In this section, let's try to understand about flat versus star schema model. Both are a way of organizing your tables in the Power BI. Flat model means you organize all your data in a single table. Star schema model means you create a fact and dimension kind of tables to organize your data or tables. Let's try to check it out how what this flat and star schema model is, then try to evaluate what are the pros and cons in each model. Let's start with flat model. So flat model, let's assume your sales data as well, and you can see your sales transaction like receipt number, store, and again these are related to your transactions and your customer and product. All this information are stored in a single table, which is a flat one, right? This is what a flat model is. If you are organizing all your data in a single table, which is considered as your flat model. That's it. So what are the pros of maintaining it? It is very simple model because you no need to think about relationship and you no need to organize anything. Everything you have in your single table. Suitable for individual and small group, like let's say you are doing your POCs or proof of concepts. POC means, and you are owning your own report that you are repeating for every month, then you can do. And if your data volume is not so huge, it is some in thousands of records and you maintain it Excel based reports, then this model suits. And what are the cons? The thing is, like, it will not be suitable for your bigger models. The system will be performance deficient, and basically the conceptual wise the data is repeated here. Let's say like Naga information is here, but you are repeating it. After some time this number might change or his email might change, then you will update in the latest one, you will miss it over here, right? And technical disadvantages is memory consumption in Power BI, because the data is repeated. Each value is a text here, right? This is the text value. So you are making the Power BI consume more memory. So this will impact the performance as well. But if it is very small model, you still can work on it. I'm saying about this is the corporate level or enterprise level model. This is not the suitable one. This will have all these cons. Let's try to understand the star schema. Before going to star schema, I want to introduce two important terminologies. One is fact or a measure. So fact is nothing but what you want to analyze is your fact. Okay, what meaning, like I want to analyze my sales. So what is my sales? What is my profit? What is my customer preferences, right? So what you want to analyze is your fact, which is named as measures. Dimensions by which you want to analyze is your dimension. I want to analyze my sales by location, by product, by date. So total profit by location, product, and period. So I want to analyze my measures that I've defined using different perspectives. Okay, this is what your dimension. So these two terminologies are very important in terms of data analytics. That is fact and dimensions. Facts interchangeably called as measures as well. With this note, let's go on to see the star schema. So in our flat structure that we have seen in our previous example, you know these columns, right? So instead of managing it in a flat structure, we are defining different dimensions out of it. Let's say you have a customer ID defined, and customer ID will be in your sales facts. The entire table, right? The entire transaction table considers sales fact. This entire table will become shrink to this few columns, meaning whatever repeated data related to that particular entity, meaning like these highlighted columns in pink, which is belongs to the customer. So we will have a separate table for it, like customer ID, customer GS number, mobile, and customer name, and then you will relate it. Okay, then similar case for the product category, product sec brand. So you will move that one and you will have only the reference in your fact table, so you can expand it to the date as well, so that your repeated information are moved to the another table where you will not see the repeated data. So once you do this, your model, right, looks like this. That is, one data in your dimension will have many records, meaning like one product over here will have sold many transactions, right? Let's say you are having the item jeans pant you are selling, right? Zara jeans, right? That is the product name. That product has been sold many times, brought by different customers. That can be recorded. Only the ID of the product will be recorded. So this is what a model look like, star schema. So what are the advantages of star schema? It is better performance. It is smaller model size. Your model size will be reduced. I'm talking all this about corporate level, enterprise level data. Let's say you are connecting to billions or millions of records. Your model size, once you define a star schema, will be smaller compared to the flat. Okay, and more fact tables. Let's say you want to analyze the same product for the different fact tables like sales. Now all these examples we are talking about only the sales. In the advanced chapters we will see about budget and forecast. A single product, you will define the budget for the product category and how the sales has been affected. So you will combine the fact table 1 with the fact table 2 with this star schema. Unless you have a star schema, you cannot compare against different cross-functional areas. Then this is the industry standard for the data warehousing and OLAP implementation. I hope these are the various purpose you will use the star schema. Let's try to check it out how it looks like in the table and the Power BI. So now let me start with the data here, what I'm talking about. So you see here, this is the flat structure, transaction flat we have seen. So this is the location and this is the product, right? Assume you have a customer also, we may repeat it. So instead of having this, we converted this into the star schema model. Like you have whatever in the left till H column which belongs to the transaction, it will repeat because this data belongs to this line. But the store, it is always the location, who is the salesperson, this will not change frequently, right? So that is why we store it here. Store, it's 4 records, that is I have 4 stores, and what is the description of this store, you can keep on adding it here, anything required. Then you refer that store location ID alone. So you see only 3 stores data is there. Other store, even though the master information is there, there is no records, meaning there is no operations happening here. And then you also have the other dimension reference. So you need to convert in such a way, right? This becomes your star schema. So this is your flat structure example, and we have splitted the data. Right now you have customer, store location, product. You see these are the 10 products this Naga garments have, and for the 10 products you see the data over here, meaning like that particular product has been sold so many times, it will be repeated, you will refer it. The same thing what we have done, if you remember initially, we have brought all this data into the Power BI, choosing each table. Since the column names are same, right, it has created the relationship on its own. In the next section we will deep dive into this relationship.